The sun is out and spring is in the air, which means it's time to dust off those hiking boots and embrace the fresh air. I've been itching to explore some new places and was told that Aunt Molly Wildlife Management Area would be a beautiful spot for a hike and to have a scenic picnic. But I've also been told that there is a ton of bears in this area. So to make sure I know what signs to look for and how to be safe in bear country, I've reached out to FWP bear specialist Eli Hampson to join me. Lace up those boots for another episode of Field Trips. Yeah, I've never been here before. What can I expect with Aunt Molly?
A lot of bears.
Lots of bears.
It's a beautiful spot, but we do have a high concentration of bears in the area.
Okay, good to know. Always being bear aware.
Always be bear aware.
Aunt Molly is a wildlife management area nestled in Region 2 along the majestic Blackfoot River, a popular recreational area for hunters, anglers, and bird watchers. Oh my gosh, can you believe how lucky we are?
Beautiful day.
Look at this weather.
It's awesome.
What does that mean for bear activity in the spring?
It's getting to be that time of year where, yeah, you got to start thinking about bears and bear safety and just always have bears on your mind. What
do you have in your pack that you're preparing for this hike today?
I do have bear spray with me. Typical supplies.
Water.
Food, water.
Yeah, I've got plenty of water. I also messaged everybody to let them know where I am and what time I should be back. Do bears like hanging around game trails?
Yeah, it's a pretty common corridor for them to go through, especially along the river here. But yeah, we were just noticing all the game trails through here. I bet a lot of these are actually bear trails. So when you're out hiking and you get closer to a thick brushy area into the timber with some more cover, you want to make sure you're making a lot of noise. If you're by yourself, especially, do whatever you can to prevent those surprise encounters. Whether that's smacking the trees with a stick, that's usually my go-to, or just talking to yourself. Make sure you don't surprise a bear.
Sit down and have some lunch?
Yeah, this looks like the perfect place. Perfect, we just finished up lunch. Just gonna make sure we don't leave anything behind. Don't want any, obviously, bears to find any unnatural foods out here.
Aunt Molly spans over 1,000 acres of pristine wilderness, teeming with wildlife, including bears. Upon returning to the trailhead, I take the opportunity to delve into the intricacies of what it means to be bear aware in bear country. All right, we just got done with our hike. It was such a beautiful day. Honestly, it's kind of hard when you're kind of going through these woods. We didn't see any fresh tracks. When is it safe to put your guard down in bear country?
Don't ever let your guard down. Always keep your head on a swivel and just assume that you could have that interaction. You could encounter a bear at any moment. What
should someone do if they stumbled and surprised a bear?
If you have a surprise encounter, pull your spray as the bear is charging, hopefully about that 15-yard range. You can deploy your bear spray, and as bad as it sounds, get ready for impact. And that means laying on the ground, protecting your head, and letting the bear know that you're not a threat. Okay. I think when you're also being bear aware, you're also being more aware of nature. So we got to see some really cool things. We got to see fish. We got to see some beaver. Absolutely. So I think it's like when you're being bear aware in bear country, you get to actually be aware of your surroundings in such a more unique space as opposed to just zoning out. Don't wear headphones. Don't wear headphones. Yeah, pay attention to the trail. Look at the tracks in front of you. Scat any sign you're seeing. Be looking at birds as well. Sometimes they'll key you into other wildlife activity. And is that because they're like moving? Yeah, they could have something dead. Sometimes you'll even see birds kind of follow animals through. Just try and be aware. Thanks, Eli, for the awesome trip. Definitely keep my bear senses with me as the next adventure I go on. Yeah, thanks, Lauren. That was a lot of fun.
There is no doubt about it. Montana is a beautiful state, and I eagerly look forward to discovering new areas with, of course, my trusty can of bear spray.